Day 54 since delivery. Couple things are different. I turned the phone sideways for the video. I think it actually probably works better on screens. So yeah, why not? And I'm also trying to hold it up a little higher because I'm not getting the double chin and the nose that I've been doing. So I don't know. Nobody else is watching these videos. They're for me, and hopefully one of these days, you know, somebody else, one of you are building one of these and you can use my videos for some shortcut stuff or some things that I messed up on that you can do better, great, because that's how I've learned so much of what I'm doing here. So, because I have no background in this, and so it is a process of learning, which I've kind of the reason I'm doing it. So, since the last video, like I said, day 54 since delivery. So we've had a few days, but I have went ahead and glued in, permanently put in the cockpits, the panels, because after looking around and doing some research on what's ahead, I do have the flex fuel lines. So that's part of what I was worried about, having to run and needing access to run those. And the brake lines, the hard brake lines, are installed now, and they went right under the trains tunnel. And so I thought, I'm gonna go and put these in permanently so that I don't have to try to figure it out later and try to get around it and do all the riveting and gluing with all the extra stuff in the way. So hard brake lines are in. Not the greatest and cleanest job. Some of you guys that I've watched your videos, are incredible. You get these perfectly round circles in your brake lines. These are not hand bent. I used the tool, it's right there. I even looked up to see if maybe there was a better tool that makes this easier for people. I don't know. I think it's just me. I wasn't very good at bending brake lines, but that's okay. Everything's secured like it should be, ran like it should. It's secured on the edges anywhere where it could potentially touch. I even used the holes here to bolt the two brake lines in. Also, the reservoir line. So front brakes here, back brakes here. They want you, Factory 5 wants you to connect into one and go to one reservoir. So I've got two reservoirs here, one for my hydraulic clutch later, and one for the brake lines. I don't like the idea of that. A lot of videos I've watched, a lot of people had three reservoirs because they took two reservoirs, one for the front brakes, one for the back brakes. This way, you lose fluid, you get a line broken somewhere, you don't lose all your brakes, but instead, you just lose the front or just lose the back. So I am going to split that. Anything I can do to add some safety to this, I'm going to do, because, like I said a second ago, I don't have a background here, and I'll be holding my breath and buckling a little tighter on the first few rides. So hopefully everything I'm doing is correct. Also went ahead and did a little bit of a design. I'm taking a wire brush and putting it on the drill. I still have some more to do, just kind of a starting point. I think it'll look pretty good though. It's some of you have done a neater job than I've seen when you've done some of these designs, but this is kind of fun, and it just makes it looks kind of polished, and pretty excited about it. So brake lines going under the trans tunnel, or really beside the rail. It's called the rail, not the trans tunnel, and goes up here. So one of the issue I ran into already, ran short. So here's the line, and there's my T. So once again, not long enough. There's a little side joke. But instead, what I'm gonna do, I could buy a longer line, flare it, which I don't have a tool to do that. I have to rent one from O'Reilly's or purchase one. But you can buy these PVC covered brake lines, just like this, with the fittings on Amazon for $8, and you get 3 of them that are 10 inches long. So I'll have a couple extras, and I'll just probably put one in the trunk in my emergency kit, my roadside kit, because I'm definitely gonna have to have a roadside kit with this just to be safe until I'm comfortable with my work. But yeah, brake line ran the other one here. So the 10-inch one, I'll just put a little S in it, tie it in, and then we continue on across there. That's just how I decided to run it. There wasn't perfect instructions on this. Some of this is the art, not the science. So there's a lot of science to this, but then there's quite a bit of art and things that you just have to decide on or come up with on your own, which I think that'll work. I'm pretty happy with it. One other thing I mentioned this on the last video, did not love the included Factory 5 pedal. So I got the Russ Thompson pedal kit. And I like how it mounts a little bit harder and cleaner. I'm going to install the mechanical throttle linkage to it. So there's no cable, so I think that'll work as well. And the pads match the wheelward. So that is the updates for now. Here's my saint. Here's who lets me actually do all this stuff. It is Super Bowl Sunday, so we're about to break for a while and watch the game. That is the updates for now, day 54 since delivery.